Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Clues, Cues and Reviews. It's been a few days since I've done a video. I've been sitting on this video for a few days and I'm ready to make that video now. This video is dedicated to Fairy Tail chapter 522, 523, Burning Destiny and Grey's Trump Card. I sat on it for a few days for a lot of different reasons. I mean, number one, time. I did overtime on a Saturday. Sunday I was exhausted. I had to do a lot of different things, and Monday I just never got around to it. But at the same time, there was other reasons for this as well. The problem you have with a lot of people nowadays, especially people spoiled with a lot of different variations and different series, is they get a bit complacent with the ideals, and sometimes they misplace their stresses and the issues they have with whatever. And the problem you have with a lot of people like to shit on Fairy Tail, and it's all well and good when a manga chapter is bad. But what I was looking for was the whiplash, the result of people reading this, and I found this big glaring issue. And the main issue I have with people and Fairy Tail is when the chapter is not a par or above par or decent, it's okay chapter. People like to really go heavy on it, criticize it, and say all these mean things, which is fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But when we have decent chapters, like we've had these two chapters, you don't hear anything. I mean, For Neverworld mentioned something and he said it was nice, it was lit, it was good. But where are all those people that say bad things about Fairy Tail when it does well? And that's the problem. We didn't get much, and I'm here to say that, look, Fairy Tail has its weaknesses, has its issues, but it does pull off some good chapters. These two are them. So without further ado, let's get into it. So these chapters, you could separate these chapters into separate videos and make 5 points like I normally like to do. But honestly, they were so centric around a few key points that were set up in the previous chapter that I want to spend one video on them. Let's talk about that now. So we had three key things that was going on. We had the situation with Zeref and Grey. We have the situation with Gildas and August, and then Natsu's trying to get to Fairy Tail to save Grey and fight his brother Zeref. That was the key things, and this pretty much went through both chapters. So let's talk about the first chapter, Grey's Trump Card. So his Trump Card was effectively the Ice Shell with a lost attribute, essentially enhancing its ability with the plan to free Zeref rather than kill Zeref, thus not allowing Natsu to die, but at the extent of Natsu losing his good friend Grey and all memory of him being lost. Now he gets saved by Natsu. And then look, we're friends. They both acknowledge we're friends in their own ways. And Natsu's there to save the day or fight Zeref. Now you can look at this two ways. You can look at it and say, oh, it's the same old cliche thing. Fairy Tail does it again. It's the same thing. But no, it is more than that. The thing you've got to bear in mind with this is, bearing in mind when we first had this kind of thing where Grey was looking to kill himself to kill one of the demons, I believe it was Deliora, with his ice shell, Natsu saved him to make the point that, look, we're friends, you need to value your life. This time round, Grey, understanding that, knowing that he wanted to protect his friends and the value that they had in him, knew that that was going to create a type of power. However, there's been a lot going on recently where they've not really seen eye to eye, Natsu and Grey, and this was that reassurance. Now look, we are friends, because Grey said it before, we're friends, he doesn't care what Natsu is, and now Natsu's saying the same thing. So that is really key here, not the fact that it's repeated, it's the point that's been made on the back of this event, which is they are still friends regardless of what happens through thick and thin. That is important. Now Zeref's ideals is essentially defeating Acnologia, and we know all of that. That's fine. I'm not going to go harp over that. But he wants to find Natsu one more time, and essentially, if Zeref dies, so does Natsu. But has that changed now? That's what this is about. This is about finding out if essentially Natsu will survive because of the change inside him, destroying the demon cell, destroying the dragon cell. Those seeds, they're gone. Now, with that being said, what else is going on? So the fight between Gildas and August was brilliant. Okay, was short, and okay, we could have got that fleshed out. But for what it showed us, it showed something very important. Number one, it showed us that Gildas has the skill and the physical prowess to hang with August, but August has the knowledge. So the fact that Gildas was able to put himself in a position where he could use his crash magic only for August to cancel that shows that it's going to take something interesting, something he doesn't know how to counter, to really defeat him. So that's an important fact to bear in mind. Kind of getting involved made it also interesting. Move forward, and if you kind of amalgamate 523 into all this, with all this going on that I mentioned so far, the burning of fate, him not believing in fate, Natsu saying I'll burn fate down, I'll destroy destiny, is a complete contrast to his brother, who's had to accept the fate of his curse and being immortal and seeing all his loved one die. So you can see them so differently in characters, and I like how that is shown in these chapters, as well as everything else leading up to this. It really shows that. Now, moving on to the good stuff, we basically see Erza with Wendy. Wendy's hearing Erza, and that's cool. And we have a little kind of a sad moment when they're talking about saving Makarov. However, that being said, it gets interrupted. By who? Acnologia. Now, that was interesting because I called it, and a lot of people must have called it. It's possible to understand that if the magic that Eileen or Irene basically did was when she died got cancelled, it also means anything that she transported got cancelled as well. And him being on the battlefront means a few different things. Zeref said he wanted the power to defeat Acnologia. Could this be a position that he's put himself in now on purpose, so that both him and Zeref defeat a mightier foe in Acnologia? Does this also mean Acnologia is going to take down Wendy as well as every other Dragon Slayer's about? If you think about it, Wendy's damaged, right? We know that Stinger Rogue's damaged, right? We know that Natsu's going to, with Zeref, we know that Laxus is in a situation where he's with his father, our father figure, Makarov, and Gajil, I don't even know where he is right now. He's probably around somewhere with his, with his other half. With that being said though, when you put all those kind of different things in together, the big bad really is Acnologia. And is this going to be the arc that really basically defeats him? It's hard to say at this point because we have a few arcs apparently left. I'm interested to find out, and honestly, it was a really good 2 chapters. I was really enjoyed them. I'm looking forward to the next video. I'm looking forward to the next chapter, and I hope you're there with me. As always, thank you very much for your time. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Peace.